Hello to all my friends out there. And so yesterday I made 2 pork chop sandwiches and I didn't eat one. Somebody asked me what kind of biscuits these were, and I said these were not biscuits. This was bread made on my grill. So I saved this. Let me show you. Mayonnaise, mustard, and pickles. This was yeast bread made on a grill, but yeast can be expensive if you're kind of broke. So tonight I'm making a cheap dinner. I'm going to eat that in a minute. I saved my tea. I saved my lemonade. I'm going to be making limeade. Not today because I still have plenty of lemonade. So half lemonade, half tea. So, tonight, I'm making a sausage sandwich. I'm going to make 2 huge patties like I did on the sausage sandwich. Oh, and the comments were really, really good. One comment was, someone was working somewhere in college, and one of the men made 2 pork chop sandwiches, and he kept them in the back pockets to keep them warm. You guys got to read these comments. But I was thinking, you know, that is so sweet because, you know, you can get by on 2 pork chop sandwiches. Don't ever forget that either if you're kind of broke. So, you know, you're going to want to read those comments. So what I will do is I will fry 2 huge sausage patties, and I'm going to make a couple baking powder biscuit things tonight. But the first thing is I want to make 1/2 batch biscuits, and I want to cook them on my grill. But you can do the same thing in a frying pan and so what I will do is I will have 2 huge sausage patties. I will make 2 huge biscuits. I'm making a 1/2 batch for this. And then I will make sausage gravy, and I will put the sausage gravy on my sausage biscuits and sausage and biscuits. But first I have to make the biscuits, so I'm making a 1/2 batch. Okay, so I have 1 cup of flour. I have 1/2 teaspoon salt. Very important to learn this biscuit making. That's how you're going to avoid running out of bread too. You know, that's just nothing but bad if you run out of bread. There's just nothing good about running out of bread. You know, if you have this is all you have. God forbid if you have a few biscuits. That is going to have, okay, it's going to be 1 tablespoon sugar. So, you know, you don't have to buy a big bag. You know, just buy a little bag if you're starting out. I buy these at Dollar Tree. So it's 3 teaspoons or 1 tablespoon sugar. You can add less sugar if you don't want to have sugar. 4 teaspoons of baking powder. And, you know, so it'll be 2 teaspoons because I'm making 1/2 batch. Okay, and then 1 tablespoon. And I softened my shortening. But if you don't have shortening, use margarine. If you don't have margarine and it's an emergency, I will demonstrate. These are great. You know, don't sit around starving. Do what you gotta do. Okay, so I want to mix my shortening in there a tiny bit before I start mixing the milk. I find this stuff to be great. I buy it for $1. I stockpiled. You know, that's a good one if you don't have much refrigeration. And I really like that stuff on the grill. Or you can put your you can do this on a cast iron skillet on a barbecue or a hot plate. You know, you need some biscuits. So, you know, some people cut this in with 2 knives, but mainly you just want to work. Okay, so that's that. And then it says 1/2 cup milk. Okay, when I make the biscuits on a grill, I usually want them a little, I don't roll them out, I drop them. So I'm going to start out with 1/4 cup, but I'm probably going to need more. So I have 1/4 cup, so let's see what happens. You don't want to mix them too much, just a little bit. So, you know, if you don't have an oven, you want to make it on a grill or a frying pan. Okay, that's what I thought. I usually add a little bit, so I'm going to add it. I'm going to just keep adding a little. It's better to have your dough a little too wet than not wet enough. And if you don't have, I want a little bit more. And if you don't have milk, you know, make it with water. Okay, so now it's starting. Wow, this, you know, this makes a lot. You're getting more biscuit. So anyway, looks like I'm going to end up with about 3/4 cup milk. Because I don't want my biscuits dry at all. I want them kind of on the wet side for. This is definitely going to be cheaper than, okay, so I have my biscuit mix pretty wet. But that's okay. Okay, so this is going to make a lot of biscuits, more than 2. Okay, so I want to have my grill. I want to spray it with buttery cooking spray quite a bit. And then, let's see, I want them pretty big because I'm going to make myself some nice hefty sandwiches. I think I'm going to be able to make 4. There's no science to this. Just, you know, mix yourself up some biscuits. I buy the milk at Dollar Tree, but you know, I'm thinking about this. You know, a lot of people who live in trailers and things like that, you want to go with powdered milk, you know, that doesn't need refrigeration, that doesn't expire. Okay, so this is going to be 4 big time, pretty big biscuits. And then I want to spray my biscuits with some buttery. That's as easy as it is. Okay, and then I will plug them in at 200 in 1 minute. And I will make a little foil tent. And I will cover my biscuits and cook them on my grill at, okay, so now I want to make some jam. And one of the followers told me that I think it was her grandmother would make little turnovers with dry fruit. So, okay, what I want to do is I want to make some jam, and then I will make a few turnovers too. I will try it. Okay, so I want to cover my, this is 1 package. This is a good thing to make because you don't need much refrigeration. And then let's see, I should have brought this. Well, I'm just gonna have to eyeball it. For this much, normally I would add about 1/4 cup sugar. Well, I'll just add a little handful. And then I want to cook that down, and then I want to chop it with the side of my spoon, and I want to make some jam. And then I made some tea. I buy the tea. If you're broke, don't ever buy tea. Find the tea 100 bags for $1. They have green and regular tea, and I have 2 tea bags and 4 cups water. It actually makes a lot more than that because it's very strong tea. So, okay, let me give you one more shot of my biscuits. Okay, and I will be back pretty soon for some sausage sandwich.